Hello, hello. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Sorry I'm late. I haven't stopped since this morning. I like finished my big rush of work, but there's still a lot of things that need to be organized until I'm completely done and accounts and things that I need to send and everybody was kind of waiting after me, so I had to attend to that first because everybody just wants to be done with the project too, not just me. But I just wanted to stream. Oh, thank you, Dip Shidiot, for gifting a sub to Pixel Sen. Sayu, why you? Dude, you know what happened this morning? I came across, there's two pop-up cafes. My favorite mangakas is actually going to be signing autographs like in late August in Japan. And there's also a chopper from One Piece train that they're making in Japan that just like started being used. So man, let's just go back for a couple weeks. So much fucking fun. Aw, why you? Love why you in this house. Yeah. Yeah, so new video premiere today. I think it's a new record of live viewers, by the way. Thank you so much. I had to leave midway because I like forgot about my singing lesson. I like didn't go to my singing lesson for 2 weeks because of work. And then I was like, ah, shit, I forgot it was on fucking Wednesday. I think I have too many classes going on, and I'm probably gonna like tone it down or take a little break before I renew the next session, just so I can catch my breath since I came back from vacation. Oh, what? I keep clicking on the wrong message. Charlie. Do you ever take breaks? Not very often. Not very often. I did take a break yesterday because I was literally trying to, I was supposed to do this stream yesterday, but I could not move. I could not move. I like just fell asleep. Yes, and Diana's 3D concert. It's happening in like 2 weeks. It's coming very, very fast. And I'm not even finished with my whole skit. So today, there's been a Google document, well, you guys can see on screen, that got dropped from Suica. And if you guys remember, Suica is the model artist that made that like customizable model with like the million toggles and stuff. And it's well, it's going to be an art related drama. Shockers. Thank you, Hanban. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats on finishing classes. Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting out of class now. Okay, let me zoom in. So, yeah, it was a massively cool and innovative model, like Breach Love said. It sold a ton. I saw some people were trying to rip it off. There's YouTube videos made about it, just showcasing the model, which is pretty cool. But now, Suica has tweeted on May 25th, so 3 days ago, I'm so tired of staying silent. It's great having so many followers here, but that means I'm not allowed to call out people who wrong me if they are smaller than me, because it would start a witch hunt. And seeing well-known VTuber commission and praise them for straight up copying and low-key tracing my work is an additional slap in the face. I don't even want to call out people. There shouldn't be a need for it, because we talked privately in DMs 3 years ago, and I was told they would stop copying me and tracing other models, but nothing changed. Instead, I am blocked by them, and they keep doing it. At what point have they had enough? I've had them blocked for years before blocked people could even see posts, and even though they're blocked, they must have used an alt account to stalk my art and keep copying it. What kind of weird obsession is this? And somebody says, go after their VGen, you're legally in the right to file a DMCA. And then she responds, I'm not going that far. Having people be aware of the situation is enough already. Everyone can make their own decision on whether to commission her or not. But then shortly after, she does drop a Google Doc. Yeah, she also did the model for Iron Mouse. Like, her style is very distinct. I mean, she talks about her style and the way she draws her eyes in the Google document, but you can, I think you'll know right away from looking at her models which one is the one that she made for Iron Mouse, right? So shortly after, she drops a Google Doc saying, I have tried to resolve this issue with them privately in 2022, but it seems they have not changed. Please read on desktop and do not send any hate towards them. I only want to spread awareness. Okay. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay. Please read this document on desktop, as screenshots are hard to see on mobile. This document is for spreading awareness about an individual that has been copying me for many years and has a history of tracing and taking inspiration that is too close for comfort. I am hoping that this is a wake-up call for them and that the heavy referencing and copying is finally put to an end. Please do not go out of your way and DM or comment under Yina's post to harass her. I do not condone this action. TLDR, Yineri has been copying me and has an unhealthy obsession with me and my art for years. Oh, okay, it's a video. I was like, is somebody highlighting this? That freaked me out. Okay. Yineri has been copying me and had an unhealthy obsession with me and my art for years. When I reached out to her in DMs in 2022, she said she would stop, but didn't. And the copying has been going on to this day. Yeah, for once the TLDR is at the top of the dock, not the bottom. Rima, I'm sorry about Mizu trying to send out all the hate you're getting for that Cinder video. Disappointed Mizu, horse love. Yeah, I gotta shoot him a message. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I mean, I think people get upset when they feel like, I don't know, we looked at the same documents, we looked at the same information, and I just came to a different conclusion. It's just not that deep. What can I say? I feel like people are way too involved into a situation that doesn't even concern them. I appreciate the words of support, though. I just read this doc. It makes me sad that some artists are too scared to find their voice. Copying others will get you so far. I like skimmed the doc because I was on mobile and she was telling us to, you know, look on desktop. So I do want to take a look at this. I want to take a look at all of it. Disclaimer, this one came out one day after the Google doc was released, so it was added later on. The owner of the OC depicted below did not know about any of this happening. Why are you not resolving this situation privately? I tried resolving it privately back in March 2022 with her in DMs. Proof of it further down in the doc, and though it was in fact resolved. But despite my best efforts, the copying has been going on still to this day. I tried to talk to her as soon as I saw the following post and noticed I am blocked by her and cannot DM her. Proof I'm blocked by her so I cannot DM her. And it's like a gift of why can't she reply to this? He said if you disagree with me, you're morally wrong. What? What? How? Okay. I didn't see that, but that's crazy. If that's true. Screenshot in case she deletes it. As you can see, this was posted as recent as May 24, 2025, a day prior to me writing this document. No, it's not. This is not related to Annie TF. These are two different topics. Yeah, I think we should stay on topic because it's going to be difficult to... Well, it's going to be disruptive to the people that want to listen to the Suika thing, and also it's going to be difficult to edit later on for my second channel editor. Also, you have to let me know if there is desync this time. The desync is awful. I changed some settings, and I hope I fixed it. So, Suika goes on to say, I got a DM by someone who recognized my art style and did a layover of my customizable model and Yina's newest post. Hi Suika, I'm sure I'm not the first to reach out about this, but I think someone may be tracing your model. Here's the link I saw. And then they like layer the two models on top of each other. I always find these layering a little confusing. I can't fucking tell who's who, but I feel like the face really lines up. The hair is obviously different. The shoulders too. But it looks like the neck and face do line up. The desync was more prevalent after 30 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. I did do a test with a video, but it was a short test, so the desync might get worse as the stream goes on. At first glance, it looks very similar when I lined up both images. The entire face outline, neck position, upper middle lip proportion, and shape lined up near perfect. Okay, let's see. Okay, the face position and the neck outline are like exactly the same. The eyes are a bit different, but they are similar, I suppose. The eyes, as you can see here, do not line up, but when focusing on only the eyes, you just have to edit the eye size vertical and eye shape parameters for the eye of the customizable Vtuber model a little, and you have a very similar eye. Now, all Yina had to do was liquefy it a little and change some small details so that it wouldn't be too obvious. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so they heightened it and they're moving it down a bit. Okay, it does line up, but... Hi, Kitsu! All she had to do is change the eye. Hi, you didn't miss much, JL. Thank you so much for the super chat. Welcome in, welcome. It's either it was traced or it was heavily referenced. Or, like she said, it was traced and then liquefied. Which is also kind of weird. For context, I have made a customizable VTuber model that has customizable eye shapes, so anyone who owns the model could change the eye shape to exactly this one. Oh, okay. Edit, also the next day edit. This feature has only been live on release for the model back in February 2025. This is not a new feature I added in order to deform the eyes to match Hina's. I included the edited eye layover because there is a possibility of tracing. Never did I claim that it is in fact a trace. The title of this section is literally called Most Recent Copying. However, the point still stands that there is a possibility, and I am leaving it up to you to decide for yourself if it is traced or not. The fact still stands that Yina heavily references and copies my art. There is no denying it. It's almost 1-to-1 after Suika edited to look like it. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, Charlie. Suika made the doc. So the fact that the entire eye style, the shape and curve of the upper eye line, the shape and curve of the lower eye line, the placement of eye highlights, one above the pupil, one underneath the pupil, one at the outer side of the iris. Oh, this? She's referring to this? Oh yeah, she is. Those little like white highlight in the iris. So there's one on top, there's one on the bottom, and one on the side here on the left. The sudden addition of tear duct. Yina never drew tear ducts before. The sudden appearance of a lower waterline. Again, Yina never drew a lower waterline before. Instead, she copied the side waterline from my previous model art style. The curve of the eyeline isolated these details owned by any artist. However, putting everything together created a unique combination that makes up someone's unique art style. There are many different semi-realistic VTuber model artists out there that have similarities within their art style. True. But each and every one put their own twist and touch to their style. With Fina's, the only difference to mine is that she slightly changed the outer angle of the eye and the eye height. I understand it may not be very clear to non-artists with untrained eyes. Fina's eye versus the edited eye shape side-by-side comparison. I mean, the shape looks similar, but the rendering on Suika's model is like way, way better, and the lines are like very fine, very beautiful. "2022 DMs between me and Yina plus tracing allegations. These screenshots are from March 2022. I confronted Yina directly in DMs back then. I apologize, a lot of the screenshots are crunchy due to Twitter quality. I do not have the original screenshots anymore, so I'm taking them from the DMs. I think it's important to start off the fact that Yina actually drew me a debut art of my VTuber model back then. That's the first DM I got from her. She had been a fan of my art since my Instagram days. I started posting on Instagram in 2017, but the account was deleted because I do not like Instagram. You can see she has been a fan for a long time. She made the fan art in July 2021. Ryujin, thank you so much for the Twitch resub. And Josh, welcome to the cute squad. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the subs. Congrats on almost 100k, Rima. Yo, I'm so close. We're actually gonna reach it very, very soon. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. It's been insane. This month's been crazy, and I thought I wouldn't really get a lot of subscribers this month because I was basically on vacation for a large chunk of it, and then I had work. But I really appreciate all the support. I think we're like 500 subscribers away or something like that. Yeah, what are we gonna do for 100k though? We gotta think of something. Maybe not a feet reveal. So, let's continue. Read the screenshots. Hi Suika, I did a piece for your debut day today. I hope you like it. I had no confidence in my art skills to post it publicly. I wanted to say thank you for being one of my biggest inspiration for years. I found you on Instagram when I was 15 years old and now I'm 21 and aspiring to be a Vtuber. And then Suika responds to her, saying... Okay, I can't see the date of when this was. Oh no, July 3rd, 2021, and on May 10, 2022. Okay, so like a year, in the next year, she responded, Hi Inaru, it's come to my attention that you posted a new VTuber model on TikTok. It looks very similar to my 2.0. You know, the one you drew for my birthday. And I have noticed that your art style has changed a lot to resemble mine more. And while I get that everyone gets inspiration from other artists, usually they do not copy the entire art style. And I hate to be the person who's like, this is my art style, but for example, the way you drew your model's eyes is pretty much exactly the same as I draw them. And I take pride in having a quite unique eye style. It's pretty much my trademark, and for it to just be 100% ripped off is not very nice. I hope you understand, and I get that the model is already rigged. But I'd still feel very uncomfortable knowing people will think I drew you, because that's how I got wind of this. Someone asked me if you were my VTuber daughter, or if the model was just very similar to mine. So I would appreciate if you changed the eyes more to your own style a bit. Like I said, everyone gets inspiration from other artists, but changing your entire art style to look like someone else is not the way to go. Usually pick one or two small things from one artist and some other things from another, and so on. 100k bake a curse cake? Oh my god, I'm terrible at baking. That could be a good idea. Thank you, Rua. Oh, I'm very happy. I'm going to do a new Rise and Fall video soon. On Gigi probably, because that's the one that won the poll. So this is the two models side by side. I guess this is... Wait, who's? So this is the model from the girl and this is Suika's model? Yeah, this is Inaru's model. Okay, this is Inaru's model. This is Suika's model. I think there's a few differences. I mean, the rendering is there. The eyes is probably the biggest thing that is close. I mean, I guess the choker with the two thingies here kind of look like a similar shape, but it may not be enough yet. Here are both models side by side. I don't think I need to point out the similarities. Especially because you went from this to that. Okay. I also want to address some tracing I have noticed. Oh, okay. These are pretty similar. Legs made by you and legs made by me. It's a 90% match. Okay, yeah. The leg shapes do feel very, very similar. They're just positioned a little differently. And this is the eyes. So is an eye by you. And this is like the layering. A close-up. Okay, I think, well, the iris and the highlight do look similar, although there's a highlight here that's not here. But yeah, I could see how the eyes are similar, I guess. Yeah, they do look pretty similar. So she kind of agrees with her. I really adore your work and Tiny's, and if you think that I'm copying your style, I have no problem with changing mine. You will give me a little more of a challenge, but I'm up for it. I'll stop selling models for the time being while I recenter my art style. Sorry for the troubles. No, I don't think you understand. They're not just similar. They line up perfectly. That's not a coincidence. I'm in class right now, so I can reply much and it won't be until later that I can. I just want to let you know I'm not ignoring you. That's fine. Take your time. I really didn't trace your work. I think it was just the factors such as both being VTuber models, both being the same archetypal anime girl characters, and the fact that I was heavily inspired by your work that made it look so similar. That being said, I was wrong to heavily reference your work and did minimal adjustments on my part. I'm sorry about that and I won't do it again. I'll spend some time trying to find my own unique art style and this won't happen again in the future. The last thing I wanted to do, someone who's a big inspiration to me for so many years. The last thing I wanted to do to someone who's a big inspiration to me for so many years is make them feel this way. Thank you for being so kind enough to reach out to me and talk to me about this and being patient. I'm always seeking to grow and improve, and you've led me towards the right direction. I will be heading back to class, just a heads up. And Suika replies again, okay, sure. Let's say it's not traced. The fact that it's so identical, it could be traced, is still too much. Surely while drawing, you would have noticed that it's way too similar. I'm not a very resentful person, so I'm going to turn a blind eye on the situation regarding myself, but I'm still 100% convinced that the Shibi model was traced from Tina's work. You just moved stuff around the tiniest bit, so it wouldn't be that obvious. I hope your response was better towards her. Also, are you going to change your model? You never said anything about it, and please take down the TikTok videos of the model version that looks like mine. I've gotten even more DMs about people asking if I was the artist. With model, I mean, obviously when you post it on TikTok, I would like at least the eyes to be changed so that it doesn't look like I drew it. Also, me, Tina, or Poogie never got a proper sincere apology from you, only that you're sorry for the trouble. You admitted to nothing and just tried to gloss over things. Tina and Poogie especially are very unhappy about this situation. And honestly, you should think about a real good response because they're very close to making a public Twitter post. Also, I would like to know if you talked about the situation to your commissioners who bought models from you with Tina and my art style. You also never mentioned if you said anything. Thank you for the Precious Squad resub. 100k, do what Scarly did. Write the subscribers' names on a whiteboard and then sit on it. Show the result of the imprint. The dad or bedroom reveal. I'm gonna have a bunch of ink on my ass. Is this a good idea? Yes? You guys want that? And then tattoo it. Oh my god. Alright, I'll think about it. I mean, I feel like the sorry kind of means an apology, no? I don't know. She's coming off a bit combative. But she does say, I also want to take accountability for how I handled this situation at some point. I tried to be very nice about it at first, but my tone changed when I noticed she didn't want to take accountability and tried to say that it just looked similar. I admit I was wrong to change my tone like this. But at the time, I was very mad because not only I was involved, but also my friend and mutual artist that I think highly of. I felt like she wronged us all and I didn't like her response, but I should have stayed neutral. That's something I'm not proud of. With the tracing of the models, I have sent a side-by-side pic you first sent to other artists and they said that they look similar but not traced. If you wanted to know who it was, they would be more than happy to talk about it and have me redirect you to them. I will follow up with Tina with another apology and reach out to Poogie as well. I do admit and apologize for heavily referencing once again. I have complied with both parties. I have apologized. I've given my word that changes will be made from now on. If you are threatening a call-out post because I'm not feeding you the exact words you want to hear, feel free because I have said everything on my part and I don't have anything to hide. I don't know what more you want from me. What do you deem a sincere apology? You also mentioned that you'd like to handle this privately. I have gotten harassed by your followers, and I was under the impression that this was being handled privately between involved parties. I did tell my close friends about the situation because I was very upset, and they went to comment under her post, which I do not condone, but I think everyone has friends like this that want to protect you. At this point, I was just tired and accepted the fact that she wouldn't own up to her tracing properly, so I just accepted the apology the way it was and wanted to move on, thinking she got the message and would change. This is a message from, I don't get who, Stella? I don't think making it public is a good idea, though. I hate starting drama. I don't like attacking people. Thank you for answering my concerns. This is all I wanted to know instead of the very generalized response you gave before. I don't need to reach out to them. I just wanted to know you were aware of my concerns and address them to them, and also let me know about it. It's just for ease of mind. Also, thank you for the proper apology. It seems more sincere than the very vague one before, and like I said before, it may not be traced, but it is way too similar. I don't need to know who it was to show they're obviously biased. I can never know for sure, but I'm certain you understand that all these things lining up being way too similar for a comfort pile up into one big chunk of coincidences. Knowing you used Tina and my art for reference, we cannot help but think what we said. It was handled privately between me and my friends who consoled me and Puggy about the situation and unjust we felt about it. I'm sure you too asked friends for their opinion. For example, the artist who said you didn't trace. I'm sorry for them harassing you, and while I did say thank you to one of them for defending me, I did say I didn't want them to do this. They were only going to post a public tweet if we felt that your answers kept getting glossed over standard responses without sincerity, because that's how we felt your first one seemed like. Thank you for accepting this apology, the artist responds. I'd like for us to both move on from this once again. It was not my intention to make you feel this way, especially when I've admired you since I started art in high school, and that was the last thing I wanted to do. But this artist that Suika's talking to seems very young. Thank you very much. I'm glad this is resolved now, and upon thinking about it, I believe your story and that it generally wasn't your intention. Yeah, because the artist is like saying that she's, going in and out of class and that she's been following Suika since high school. And Suika said that was it 2017 that she was on Instagram? So, and now it's 2022. So yeah. After this discussion, I thought it was the end of it, but she kept copying me. I thought to myself, I'm to blame for this because I let myself be clouded by my feelings of her wronging me and my friends. It's my fault that she kept doing it because I was very unpleasant in DMs. I felt bad about it ever since, so I just blocked her and moved on and never said anything publicly, but enough is enough. Another artist who has been traced and copied by Yina in 2022 is Loltinami. I have consent from the Chibi artist Loltinami and the client Lil Poogie, who the Chibi model that was traced and copied from, to post these. Unfortunately, since it's been so long and the traced copied posts are gone now, I do not know the owner of the Chibi model that Yina made. I confronted Yina about the Chibi model in DMs. At the same time, I talked to her about the tracing and copying of my art. So this is the... This is the Chibi model. Compared to my daughter Poogie's model made by Tina, it's basically a 100% match. And this is the Chibi model that Yina traced and copied. Wait, so this? And this? It's kind of tough without a side-by-side. The face shape is similar. The eyes look different. The body looks similar. Yeah, even okay. Okay, let's see this. This might help us a bit. Okay, the face shape is like almost identical. The sleeves don't really match, but I can't really tell about the rest, TBH. Do you guys see it? Do you guys... What do you guys think? Yeah, I feel like probably for the body and sleeves, right? Even though the clothing are different, so it makes it a little bit hard to judge. But yeah, there's not many ways to draw a chibi either. But what I'm more intrigued with is like if this keeps going on and if there was more tracing that happened. So here there's a close-up of the face. Close-up of the face. Close-up of the body. As you can see, a lot of things line up. You just have to focus on the specific body parts. It's a well-known way to trace something without making it too obvious that the entire art is traced. Arms. We don't see the arms in this. Dress curves and legs. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, the legs are... Okay, the legs are like right on top of each other. I can see that the legs are right on top of each other. I would like to keep this private, but I would like to apologize. But I would like to apologize to me, Tina, and Poogie. I assume she means I would like you to apologize to me, Tina, and Poogie. Since Poogie paid for these, and stop doing things like this in the future, please also do not sell any more models that are copied and traced in the future, and let anyone who purchased a model / anyone you made a model for know about this and apologize to them too. Oh, and of course, not use any traced models anymore. I hope this is reasonable to you. I can assure you that the Shippy model wasn't traced. It was way too heavily referenced, and that I do admit. There was no intention for it to be sold other than for practice, and I have told Tina that it was something I should not have posted, especially if it was for practice and experimentation. I cannot admit to something I didn't do. Like I said before, I genuinely am sorry and won't do it again, and that I will be making adjustments on my part for the model. Regarding my VTuber children, they are all aware of the situation, and if need be, you can reach out to them privately and they will be more than happy to comply. I am not trying to be dismissive of the situation because I understand how serious the accusations are, but also that if you're dead set on your opinion, then nothing I say can or will change your mind. After I talked to Yina in DMs, she made good on her word and reached out to Loltinami in DMs to apologize. Oh, that's pretty good. The following DMs are from Loltinami's POV. Here you can see Yina denied tracing again. Hi Tina, I wanted to follow up with another apology. I want to make sure you knew that I understand the gravity of the situation and how serious the accusations are. I cannot admit to something I didn't do, but I do admit it was way too heavily inspired, and while the model was not intended to be sold only for practice, it should not have been published at all. I am genuinely sorry, and all I can do is to give my word that this won't happen again. Hi, I will take them down. I didn't mean for any harm or disrespect. I just wanted to clarify I didn't trace. It was just too heavily referenced, and it was meant to be used for practice. It won't happen again. I realize that it is something I shouldn't have posted. Thank you so much for reaching out. And then the response. I believe that you did, in fact, trace my work because of how accurately it lined up to Poogie's model. If it was referenced, it wouldn't be nearly one-to-one in the overlay. I think this would be objectively agreed on by anyone else who were to see it. I'd at least appreciate an apology because I worked to develop my style. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Yina responds, was in class and I'm currently on a quick break. I just wanted to know I wasn't ignoring or avoiding purposely. I sincerely apologize that I heavily reference your work. I can understand where you're coming from as to how it looks that I traced, but I can assure you that I didn't. I love your style, and it inspired me to make my own, but it ended up looking too close to yours. I'm sorry for the distress this has caused you, and I will do better in the future. Now, design similarities over the year. Even though having a few similarities between two designs isn't an issue, my problem here is the repeated pattern of taking heavy inspiration from so many of my model artworks over the span of several years. Lil Boogie's model from September 2021, drawn by me. Okay, so this is Suika's model. Yina's Vtuber model from December 2021. Very similar hair, cardigan shape, button placement, the way it falls off the shoulder, tucked into the skirt, white tank top underneath, color scheme of hair and clothing. Okay. I mean, but what did the client ask for in terms of color scheme, though? Did they ask for the specific color scheme? I mean, the cardigan is very, very similar. That's for sure. The hair, I'd have to see if the client requested that specific hair color, right? The face, I don't feel like it's too similar. Especially the mouth shape. The hairstyle is also kind of different. Thank you to Far North. Oh, this is Yina's model. I'm dumb. It's literally written right here. This is Yina's model. So she chose the hair color scheme. Yes. Okay, so that rules out that the client asked for it. Yeah, okay. I think it's more of a case of multiple things adding up than just one thing. My Magical Girl model from April 2021. Here's my Live 2D rigging showcase for the wonderful Suika. I had a lot of fun working on this one. So this is a post by the rigger Celia, and this is the art by Suika. My model versus Yina's from 2022. She was still using this model in March 2022 on TikTok. Pay attention to the bangs direction / front hair. Big bow at the back of the head. Wait. Oh yeah, she does have a big bow. The neck, cloth shape, under dye hair. Earring styles and art style in general, minus the nose. So I think what Suika is saying here is the bang directions front. Let's go one by one. The bangs direction front hair, they're like kind of a side bang, but they are drawn differently, right? Big bow at the back of the head, okay. The neck cloth shape, so that thing here, like there's a choker and there's two cloth shapes, I suppose. The under dye hair, so here she has like purple under dye hair, here she has light blue under dye hair. Earring style and art style in general. Wait, the earring styles, I don't... Okay, well the earring styles, I feel like that one's a bit of a stretch. I mean, I feel like, to me, It feels like for this model at least, it's like the artist just loves everything that Suika's doing and wants to do very similar ideas. She's like, oh my god, Suika did a cardigan model. I need to do a cardigan model with those pastel things. And Suika did a big bow magical girl. It's such a good idea. I gotta do that too. I think the under eye line is probably the biggest similarities, but then again, I've seen a few artists have that style. I suppose Suika's document is trying to establish like a pattern of similarities, because if you just take one thing, or if you just take one model, you're just like, eh, right? Yes, Mythic Cast. That's actually a great similarity. I'd consider Yuna to be similar to Small Lola, but as an artist in terms of behavior. Yeah, it's kind of like this sort of fascination. That's the vibe I'm getting. Obviously, I'm not in her head, so I can't say for sure. But it's kind of like this fascination that she has towards Suika's work. It feels a little stalker-ish. This at first seems like, oh, I don't see it, weak argument, but the more the dog goes along, it's more of an edit, copy, paste, change it up a bit type thing, emo. Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's keep on reading. I used this model for a very short amount of time because it didn't feel like me, so I went back to a goth character. I posted this image in May 2022. And this new anime looks pretty cool. Yuna posted a month after in June 2022, and suddenly also a goth slash darker character with the same pose. Okay, the pose is like, it feels like Yuna's really watching Suika, right? The pose is kind of similar. The model isn't. I don't feel like the model is similar. But she's definitely keeping tabs on what she's doing. The Chuni pose. Please pay attention to her suddenly having animal ears. Oh. Oh yeah, she does have animal ears. Huh. A headband. Okay, but Suika's model doesn't have a headband, no? Red eyes. Black clothing. Different color hair streaks. Okay. I didn't even notice that Suika's model had different colors hair streaks, not gonna lie. The similarities of the top of a model I had further down. Tied up hair. This is after we had the discussions via DMs. Oh, she's talking about this part that's like half of it is tied, I guess. Kind of like Suika's model. It seems to also be a direct copy of this video I posted in May 2022. I think it's noteworthy also that before the model I had this model with similar designs to her. Oh no, does this mean I'm gonna start dropping frames again? We'll see. Oh, it's like the glare is on the other eye? Right, okay. But a direct copy of the video? I don't see it. But the glare I see. The eyes are similar for sure. I think it's noteworthy also that before that model, I had this model with similar designs to her. Okay, we saw this. I think it's safe to say there were inspiration taken from me every step of the way. Yeah, I can agree with that there's inspiration taken from Suika. every step of the way. I can agree with that. Suspected use of an alt account to keep copying my work. Because she kept copying me and didn't change her ways, I blocked her not too long after we talked about the situation in DMs. Twitter made it so blocked users can still view, but not interact with posts from those who blocked them in November 2024. And because Yina had continuously prevailed to copy me over the years, I believe she had been using an alt account to keep an eye on my posts before this change was implemented. I mean, if she made designs for other VTubers, she could have also seen it from other people's pages. It was very I mean, she could have just also opened the tab in incognito mode. Here are some comparisons of, especially the eyes, being copied still after we had the discussion in DMs. Okay, this is both Yina's model, and I guess the eye style is similar to Suika's. But again, I feel like I've seen a couple... I don't know if I'm a fan of this eye argument. To me, the biggest thing was like where you put the highlights on the eyes, because that's very specific to each artist. But I've seen a lot of people that have, you know, the soft lips like that. That is super trendy. And the under the eye like watermark. It's very similar to Suika's style, yes. For sure. But again, I mean, I think a lot of people do have this eye style. Oh, okay, that's Suika's model. Butterfly daughter. That's a cool model. I like the way Suika renders the iris a lot more. Twinkly eyes. Sorry, I keep scrolling back and forth because I want to compare them. Yeah. So Suika puts her highlight at the top of the eye. And so does Yina. The eyelash and the general shape of the eye is very similar. Yes. Yeah, it definitely is. Yup. I won't talk too much about the similarities, as anyone with just a bit of sense of art understand can see it. I mean, yeah, the similarities are obvious. Was there tracing? I mean, it feels like Yina is like a bit obsessed with Suika, that's for sure. That's like a given, considering this has spanned, you know, over multiple years. Again, please do not go out of your way and DM or comment under Yina's post to harass her. This happened before and I do not condone this action. I simply want to spread awareness to people and get Yina to really open her eyes. And think about this and hopefully change for the better so we can all move on with our lives. Oh, that's it. Okay. It's like Suika does one thing, Yina does a similar thing. Suika does another model, and Yina comes up with a similar model. There's always like some inspiration taken from Suika, so Suika's getting annoyed with this. She feels like she's being watched. This one is like kind of very prevalent. And this one, from what I understand, is the most recent one. Because it's from May 24, 2025. I feel like this is like the most common art problem. This is super common. I feel like all my friends that are in art communities are like, yep, we've seen this go down before. Yeah, the same face shape. Just the eye shape is a little bit more, you know, vertical, but it's very, very similar. I still think Suiga's model looks like higher quality, so I don't think it should take away from her business or anything. I could see how it would be annoying. She did come off very combative at the start. And like, you know, it's hard to establish whether there was actually tracing happening. And I guess the part that I didn't really like was the kind of like all of the demands that she was asking, like the apology and all of that. What bothers me the most about Yina is that she kept on doing it even after being requested to stop. Uh-oh, Charlie. Yeah, Yina is being very parasocial. That's a good way to put it. Let's see, did the artist put out a response? Let me just make sure this is safe to show on stream. Okay, no, last response was May 23rd. Okay, her posting that art is what triggered the Google document. That's what happened. She posted that, and then people sent it to Suika probably, and then they did the overlay, and they were like, what the fuck? This looks strangely familiar. Cute, reminds me of Suika. Croc, make her bald and obese. There's always going to be people trying to replicate your success by copying, but the original always outshines. That is true. I believe that too. Grok, who is right here? Okay, so I guess that's it for this. Wait, did Suika say anything? Let me see. Anything else? Oh, there was more replies. Also, I also clearly said multiple times there is heavy referencing and copying involved. By no means that I claim that every single thing Yina drew is traced off me. She used a mix of many and my current and past models' art style, which is still my art style and is the reason why her art looks too close for comfort. In general, you shouldn't copy someone so closely that people have to overlay your art with someone else's and question if it's traced or not. I also want to add that in no shape or form am I trying to claim all semi-realistic art styles. Otherwise, I would have called out every single artist who have an art style that even slightly resembles mine. Every semi-realism VTuber model artist has their similarities, but also their own twist. There's always going to be overlap, especially on front-facing VTuber models that are drawn in symmetry. But there is a point where the amount of similarities, things that line up, history of copying paints a bigger picture. So this is Suika's, additional notes. Oh, I'm yawning. Okay, let me just gather the things about the second topic. 1 second. I just want to make sure that everything is safe to show. Okay. So basically, what is happening with Annie TF and this Clipper situation? Hi, Vicky Martini! Thank you so much for the super chat! This is another kind of situation where I suppose the Clippers are making some of the talents they're clipping uncomfortable. Mainly it has to do with the framing of Annie and Vettel being shipped together. That I believe, I think Annie is uncomfortable with. Oh god, how are we gonna read this? Let's do this. Okay. So this user on Twitter... Oh, the post was deleted by post otter. So, starts from a post, people are arguing back and forth. This guy says, not here to argue, just want to encourage people to join Annie's Discord to see the context. Better to hear Annie's side too. Annie made it clear in her Discord that Max was not given the green light like he said he was. And they argued, best to read it all and decide for yourself. Then this other user puts all the screenshots together so people can see it. And after that we have a clip of Annie that we can watch together. So she's responded to this clipper that's called Max Wayne. It's kind of an extra name, you know, kind of like Bruce Wayne, but Max Wayne. And Bruce Wayne is Spider-Man, right? I'm joking. I'm just trying to trigger chat again. Yeah. Spider-Man. So, She starts by tagging him. Yes, Peter Parker is Batman. Yep, exactly. She starts by tagging Max, saying, I did not greenlight shit. Stop spreading lies. I have more of an issue of you lying than imploding anything. And not even just this case. Don't use lies about me to save yourself when you're being called out. Let's put it this way better. You're free to upload whatever you want. That doesn't mean I greenlight it. I just don't care what people upload because that's out of my control. However, it's up to Clippers what kind of reputation they want to build for themselves. Saying that I gave personal greenlight is a straight up lie. Context to lost people, and it's a comment pinned by Max Wayne on his channel, I assume, saying, a captain goes down with his ship, matey, but my ship be a stubborn one, and therefore I shall not abandon the cause. For 40,000 subs, a rather large sum of gold, and for this here, the swarm must be compensated. If I go down, I'd be going out as the underdog who's never lost hope. So anyway, fun fact, I asked Annie a couple times to let me know if anything I was doing regarding shipping content was an issue for her. There was no issue. Total green light. So this is the statement Annie has an issue with. So Annie also continues saying, I'm not going to go around people policing them on what to upload as long as they're not straight up stealing my stuff, but you lied about me on multiple fucking occasions. It's getting weird. Back to my hole I go. I just felt like I had to say something because he's deflecting when being rightfully called out by others. And then Max responds to this. He replies to this saying, this is what I meant by green light. And it's like just Annie saying, let's put it this way better. You're free to upload whatever you want. That doesn't mean I greenlit it. I just don't care what people upload because that's out of my control. And then she's like, question mark? You said I asked her and she gave me a total green light. We did not talk. I never personally said that to you. And he says, I contacted you through Maru. Annie replies, you're making it sound like that in your post so people stop attacking you. Yes, and I never gave a response. She's saying she never even replied to him on Maru. And then Max says, would have been better to deal with this in private, you know, as I asked. She says, no. And then somebody else responds, she doesn't owe you that. And Annie's like, I don't want you to twist more shit. I guess because he already lied about her, so if it's in private, he might, you know, twist more stuff, like she says. And then Max says, yeah, but it's more professional not to leak such things, so there would be no misunderstanding like this. And what leaks? There's no leaks. Yeah, Max is basically saying, you didn't say no, that means you gave me consent. Then Annie responds, it's more professional to not lie about others. Max responds, I did not lie. Maru forwarded my messages. And Annie says, I did not respond. So Maru here is a mod who acted as a in-between them, I suppose? Oh, hey, Common. Wait, there was more. Yeah, I think this is the second one. I said I have no issue with what people upload because that's out of my control. I cannot control other people. This is not the issue here. You made it sound like I personally gave you a total green light. Don't say it's a misunderstanding when you're wording it like that. Much love, Rima. I enjoyed the Cinder Dog today, and I hope anties are kept to a dull roar. Thank you so much for the super chat, Namans. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I'll be able to finally feed Juan now. Can someone give me a teaser what happened up tonight? Well, we just started on this topic. We're literally on the second screenshot. Annie and her clipper Max Wayne are kind of going back and forth in the Discord server because Max Wayne was getting backlash for a video that he uploaded, and he said that Annie greenlit it, so it's cool. Annie's saying, I never greenlit it, I just can't control what people upload about me on YouTube. Yeah, Juan's getting the good hate today. There might be missing context here, but I just want to say that I think a lot of people would take your free to upload whatever as a green light. Not saying he is in the right, just bad comms. Well, the dude looks a little bit, I don't know, like socially inept from the back and forth that I've read. He doesn't seem very smart, that's for sure. But let's keep on reading so we can form a better opinion of this. I hope you add that Max Wayne talked about when she went on a hiatus. We don't know if it's true, but he spread it everywhere that she had problems with food. Interesting. I'm kind of just going through the rat dump on my Discord channel. By the way, if you guys want to join and contribute, or, you know, say your opinion about certain things, or just post your pet or your food memes, not memes, just post your pets and your food and memes, feel free to join my Discord, discord.gg/Rima. I don't know if I'm totally going through this in the right order, by the way. I might have messed up some stuff, but this is where I actually started reading about the drama, so we're starting from there. Oh, he was insinuating that she had anorexia? And he said of her that she should eat more because she's starving herself. He said that in his clips or in his like community posts or comments. Where did he say that? No, no, no. Don't post your pets as food, as memes. Like 3 separate things, okay? Oh, on Twitter. Okay. I believe it was tweets. Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. We read this. Max responds, "What a shame. Could have been resolved quietly. Why do you think I contacted you, Annie?" Aronon is another user is saying this is a weird reaction to someone setting boundaries. Max responds, "Well, this was a nice drama. If you want me to use a different word, then I can do that, no problem. Not green light." Annie says, "Treating this like drama rather than caring what I have to say is crazy." Max says, "Why not talk about this in private? Then all can be resolved." Annie says, "We're not talking in private." I do find him pushing to have a private talk with her kind of weird. It's true that she doesn't owe you that. Like, a creator doesn't owe you one-on-one time. Anyway. Then Max says, "Yeah, well, it's too late now. It is what it is. Vettel should be getting them DMs. So anyway, since we're doing this, where's the 40k sub-goal marriage stream, Annie?" Another user says, "Bro, you need to apologize, change a comment, and maybe publicly say that you misunderstood. Mila! Mila, how you been? How's it going?" Many streams Annie has cried because everyone brings up Vettel all the time. Like as shipping jokes, or just bring him up like, where is he? I'm doing good, how are you? I'm chilling, I'm vibing. I'm trying to make sense of this whole entire situation right now. No, Mila, choose me. No, Charlie. Back off, she's mine. Okay, so Max says will do, so he'll apologize and he'll change the comment so people don't misinterpret it as Annie give him the specific green light. Then Annie says, I hope we can all agree it was the right choice to talk about it here. You can judge the person for yourself. Max says, my bad, Annie, I apologize. Evan Locke, another user, says, okay guys, come on, Annie is on her right to correct Max for his misunderstanding of the greenlit stuff. He can and will upload whatever he wants, and he already apologized. Let's not act like we haven't had misunderstandment before. His behavior doesn't make me believe it was a misunderstanding, lol. Annie adds. Bro is trying to gaslight and deflect. Third screenshot. My god, they went back and forth a lot. I thought it would end here. Yeah, as I asked, if it's greenlit and there was no issues. Silence is not approval. How is this lost upon you? I guess there's a misunderstanding. The definition of the word greenlit. Max responds to what Annie said previously. No, really, reread the message Maru forwarded to you. I used that word. Brother, I am talking to you here right now. Stop bringing up Maru. Lol, that was how I contacted you. Through him. Yeah. Yeah, we get that. Okay, I think he's... I don't know. Is he not following the conversation? I mean, I think that addressing it in Discord is the right decision because he addressed it publicly and she wants to address it publicly too, like semi-publicly, not on Twitter, but on a platform where there's like other witness, you know, to showcase this is what we said. I didn't give him the green light, etc., etc. Yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo. I agree with that. And Annie posted a screenshot of him saying, Maru requests from Annie permission from me for direct contact. I previously assumed everything I was doing regarding shipping had the green light based on rejecting my offer. If there's no issues, then there's no need for contact. This was your message, yes. Indeed. I just simply don't have energy to talk about this stuff, even if I have an issue. Dealing with clippers is not on my to-do list. Saying shit like, no need to contact, when I wasn't going to contact either way doesn't confirm anything just because you threw that in. I see, I didn't know that. Annie responds, you're not entitled to a reply from anyone, not just me. Damn, seems like a lot of people are struggling with this notion lately. Max Win responds, interesting, I didn't see it that way. What? Wait. Okay, I don't know. This was funny at first, but I think he just doesn't get it, guys. He just doesn't get it. Clearly, he didn't see it that way. I actually believe him. I believe him that he didn't see it that way. I think he's just extremely peculiar. I don't know what else, I don't know how else to describe this. Oh, you guys think he's deflecting or playing dumb? Maybe. It could be that too. I'm not ruling this out. He figured he would either get a response, or if none, then that could just say what he wanted. Maybe. I don't know. Annie shared his clips a lot. He may have gotten the idea that meant more than it did. Maybe he's playing dumb, or he is dumb. And then Annie responds, yeah, you clearly didn't. Interesting, I didn't see it that way. See, Prushka's response here is exactly my reaction reading this, like, puzzled. I am puzzled. And then Ani, yeah, you clearly didn't. Okay. Okay, let's close the unit tab. This is getting too confusing. Now for the last screenshot. Okay. Ani says, haha, girl, will you marry me? It means yes if you don't respond. That's just childish. Max says, it is hard to tell a person's point of view on how things should and shouldn't be if you don't discuss these things. This is why we get some misunderstandings. Ani says, I don't have to. Another user says, dude. Annie says, I don't have to, Max. You're creating these issues for me. I don't have to deal with them just because you created them. And I have other shit going on. Then Max says, my message wasn't a simple question like that, like the Mary one. I literally stopped streaming because this shit is so overwhelming. Yet I'm here. Your question isn't any special. Annie, I was reminding you of your promise, a promise worth 40k subs. I remind you here again. Annie says, I have goals up to 85k. Alright, Annie gave me guarantee that the marriage stream will happen, and I'll stop doing shipping content. I'm going all the way. Bro wasn't even around during the subathon and drops demands. Why is he so adamant on the marriage stream? So after this, Max Wayne, this was posted 3 days ago, is saying, Max Wayne is going to stop shipping. I got the message I've been waiting for a long time now. Me and Annie finally talked, and we were able to clear our misunderstandings. I saw how she viewed things, and she saw how I viewed things. I reminded her of her 40k marriage stream sub goal. My journey as captain nears its end. 07. What the fuck? Somebody else responds? I'm a bit confused because this can be taken two ways. Like the journey ending as in it's so over, or like she's gonna do the 40k stream? Whatever it may be though, it was a pleasure being on the ship with you, Captain. Max Wayne responds, it's up to you, Annie. It's up to Annie, we'll see. Then the other user says, so what you're saying is she's finally making a decision, but you don't know the answer either. Max responds, I don't. My mission was to remind and push Annie towards the marriage stream as she said she needed someone to push her. I hope the marriage stream was not a scam. He says, I feel like Andy Kaufman. I don't know who that is. Not gonna lie. I don't get this reference. My main inspiration for this Ani X Vettel ship project was Andy Kaufman, played by Jim Carrey in the movie Man on the Moon. Oh, that movie. It was interesting turning a YouTube channel into a digital live art show and playing this role. Thank you to the Swarm for this opportunity. The end. The journey would have ended way sooner. I contacted Annie through her mod Maru several times to see if there were any issues with my content. If Annie DM me Max stop, I would have immediately stopped. She still hasn't told me that, but I think I did all I could, so it's time to end. Okay, people are just saying that they changed their mind after reading the Discord logs. I only watched some of his non-ship videos because I did not like his anal ones. Once again, I am happy to have trusted my feelings for what I heard about why he stopped. For short, he was one of the reasons for her hiatus. You should check Annie's Discord or his comments for more information. Don't mean to overanalyze or anything. I'm not a psychologist or whatever, but this just gives me real main character vibes. I am also refraining from doing the, you know, armchair psychology thing. But he does give those vibes. I thought it was a goofy bit too, but he is a little weird. What's the date on this? May 26. His PSAs, his disclaimers are pretty funny too. Max Wayne videos, video titles, and thumbnails are for entertainment purpose only. Max Wayne is not responsible for any material provided by the content creator that are deemed harmful or offensive. Max Wayne is not responsible in any way for any injury, loss, or damage that occurs as a result of an opinion expressed or information provided in the videos on Max Wayne's and Max Wayne's 2 YouTube's channels. The owner of Max Wayne and Max Wayne 2's YouTube channel will not be held responsible for any harm the video may cause to you or someone else, including moral, emotional, and material harm. The opinions expressed in the videos are not necessarily, and in some cases not at all, those of Max Wayne. All statements and opinion made by the content creators in the videos are those of such content creators only, and Max Wayne neither endorses nor shall be held responsible for the reliability or accuracy of these statements and opinions. By watching any of Max Wayne's or Max Wayne 2's video, you have agreed to all the above. Is this a contract? We sold our souls? Mucho texto. You read, you agreed. And he also has that disclaimer in his description now. He also, has posted like a Neurosama birthday ad in Times Square. These things can get pretty pricey. She's here. It's like a little bit too lit so you can't see really well, but she's here. Oh, there's sounds now. Oh, I didn't turn on my sound, my bad. He did that for the Vtuber awards, I see. Oh, that was for Norosama's birthday, cool.
Happy birthday, Nero!
Okay. Now there's a more recent post on his community tab on the channel, where he's saying, "I'm sorry, Annie. I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean harm. It's just very challenging for me to notice if I was causing it to others because I am on the spectrum. I misinterpreted a lot of things as they happened. I didn't understand what I'm doing in general bothered Annie at first. I'm sorry for all the insensitive things I said. At the time, I didn't know they were insensitive. I seem cold when I actually lack the ability to read the room. Just to be safe, I will not be doing any Annie content again, and I'll remove all shipping content. I hope Annie and you guys can forgive me. Sorry for letting you down. I hope you understand I'm not fit for this." Okay, I need to turn off my background music for this.
I react? I literally did not react even. And I can't afford him right now. I gave the most boring reaction and he still posted it.
I've never seen a Clipper channel like this. Like, he has his name, or he kind of makes himself the topic of his clips. Hanyako and Max Wayne. Hanyako spits mad facts. Neuro kills Max Wayne. Max Wayne says hi to Miniko. Aqua reacts to Max Wayne evil birthday edits. Annie reacts to my neuro edits so good.
That was nice. What is this?
Thank you for the super chat this one. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat this one. Oh, I saw a Crazy Ojo Sama clip yesterday. I wanted to show it to chat after this.
Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute. I never thought through love we'd be.
Annie's model is really pretty.
It's edited nicely too.
Isn't she lovely?
Aww. All these neural edits are being cute.
The neuro fan cam.
Dude, that was so good. What the heck? That was so good.
Oh, his channel was 1.1k subscribers back then. This was like at the beginning.
Wait, but was that?
Yeah, this was probably before things got weird.
Not gonna lie, I am so AI cover brain rotted. I thought that was Vito AI cover. Okay, the edit was nice.
Pretty sure they've been weird from the beginning.
No, that was not Vito singing, which I thought it was, but it's not. Oh my god, I don't know.
Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I will not be held responsible for any damage this video may cause. Okay, it was a shorter disclaimer back then. This one was on his community post. Thank you guys for the 30k subs. What a milestone. And it's Vettel and Ani get married. He really wants that marriage stream to happen, huh? Another video is Annie talks about being Max Wayne's Times Square ad.
Alien, 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 alien. Hey, you know. Oh yeah, I saw the billboard. Oh my god, the Max Wayne guy. Wait, did he pay for the billboard. He included me in the video. That's my first time on the billboard. Yeah. Holy. She remembered his name. Yeah, bro. The amount of shipping edits he's done are for some reason so high quality. How is he making these high quality videos and they are that?
Wow.
He's using his talent to make that.
Thank you for the tip. It must feel so strange seeing people ship you with someone else. It reminds me of the Ed's World fandom shipping real people together. Yeah. I want to see this thread. Okay, this was the original thread we had the Discords in. I'm not here to argue, just want to encourage people to join Annie's Discord to see the context. Better to hear Annie's side too. Annie made it clear in the Discord that Max was not given a green light like he said he was, and they argued. And by green light, I will explain. Matt said on his newest video that he was given the green light by Annie to make shipping content. That caused Annie to tag him in her Discord server and made it clear she was not given a total green light like he said. It's all in her Discord. This also made it to where Max was either kicked or banned from Annie's server. Annie has no problem with what people post or shipping in general, but she does have a problem with people's behavior. If you still ship, that's fine, but don't be weird about it. To conclude, Annie isn't against shipping, but is against you being weird about it or harassing her. I encourage you to read the words from her directly and judge for yourself, since I don't want to speak for her. Let Annie rest. Last thing before I go, her message before she left. While we're at it, she says, this shit is indeed one of the things that made me want a hiatus. I don't have to explain myself, but maybe I should mention that I didn't mean shipping, but people's behavior. While we're at it, okay, this is the same thing. While we're at it, this shit is indeed one of the things that made me want a hiatus. Anyway, see ya. Please read her messages on the matter and not mine as the only source. I do not want to speak for Annie, but I encourage people to go look at Annie's sides and words. Annie deserves rest, and Max's behaviors, as well as some of the shippers' behavior in general, is horrible. Alright, Annie, we read that. Alright, Annie, give me the guarantee the marriage stream will happen. I'll stop doing shipping content. Annie, I was reminding you of your promise. A promise worth 40k subs. Remind you here again. Actual last thing, Annie was not mad at Max about shipping, but for Max's overstepping of boundaries. Max clickbaited about being her mod. Would be weird in her replies. All of it culminated when he lied about being given total green light from her. He clickbaited about being her mod? The fuck? This is not about shipping once again. Normal shippers are fine. Spreading misinformation, being weird / harassing like Max is not. She has no issues with shipping, but does if you spread misinfo and harass her over it. Anyone who is trying to say it's because I'm mad about shipping or stupid. Okay, so it's not about her leaning or not into shipping, or it's not about the shipping. It's really just his behavior. That was a tweet from February 10. Since Annie's and Vito's marriage stream is a sub-goal waiting to be fulfilled, then technically speaking, Annie TF is Vettel's fiance. This is somebody else commenting on the topic. Open YouTube, watch a VTuber clipper. See Max Wayne has crashed out. Check his channel last month if vids are gone. Open Twitter, didn't even search for anything. Artists distancing themselves from shipping art. Bro damaged the community by being overly parasocial. I feel bad. What did he do? He told people Annie would be back soon, talking about what she's doing during her hiatus, trying to chart when she will return. Annie got mad at him for making assumptions about what she's going to do. He followed up with, but wedding stream goal, when Annie clearly needs time off. Oh god, there's a Google Doc about Max Wayne. I did not expect this rabbit hole. Alright, we should have started with this. Who is Max Wayne? Max Wayne is a well-known Annie clipper in her community that started off normal but has gotten increasingly worse and more parasocial over time. In the past few months, his clips and posts are borderline harassment, spreading misinformation about Annie's health. He is outright inappropriate, offering unnecessary and harmful speculations about Annie's hiatus and her health. He also uses careless clickbait titles in his videos, shipping real people, Annie and Vettel, even when they aren't mentioned at all in the clip. Additionally, he includes text in his thumbnails that quote them out of context to further support his delusional narrative. Following Annie's announcement of an indefinite hiatus and her moderator's request fans to not speculate and give Annie time and space, during this time, Max Wayne posted a now deleted tweet speculating the cause of her hiatus was the result of her diet. This is Maru's a mod saying, if this was YouTube, I'd accuse you of clickbait with a title like that. She's on a hiatus due to personal reason. Please give her some time and space and don't make up tears about what happened. So the tweet is deleted so we can't see it, but this is a reply or a comment from the moderator. This is not the first time he has commented on Annie's dietary habits. He has previously made unsolicited remarks about her health and eating habits in his videos. Can we zoom this? It's a little small. Here's my take on Annie's hiatus. Annie's starvation diet is taking a toll on her body. Her different body pains and mental disorder are the result of malnutrition, which worsened with her newer, more aggressive diet. My guess is she's had a bad dietary habit since the last subathon. Thank you guys for reading. Take care of yourselves, eat well, hydrate, and medicate if need be. I wish Annie good luck and good health. Peace. And then he's responding to himself, or like adding on to his thread. She says, during the 2-month subathon, Annie wasn't eating well and wasn't going outside, so she wasn't getting enough sunlight, which caused her to get sick pretty often. All this is just speculation. Annie is an adult and is free to do whatever she wants. I'm just sharing with you my theory. It's kind of out of order. More example of Max Wayne's inflammatory assumptions about Annie's health before the hiatus. Video 1 and video 2. Hungry girl, and Max Wayne was right about Annie not eating well. The fuck?
Do watch Max Wayne's channel.
Oh, mommy.
Annie, please eat?
Oh, yeah. Slow roasted goodness. Does my voice annoy you? Smells like chicken.
What?
I think I need that.
Subscribe to Max Wayne to become based.
Okay, that's... I'm sorry, but that's out of line. Okay, this one's been deleted, so we can't watch it. I should have started with this Google Doc because it's given us so much more context. Okay, so this is a screenshot from a video 3. Maxwin commented on Annie's diet and her injured leg, despite having no knowledge of her physical condition or dietary needs. He assumes or strongly implies that Annie is deliberately starving herself and that she is very hungry. These comments are invasive, as he is making assumptions about her health without any personal connection to her. Nutritional research may be useful in treating tendon injuries, and nutrition deficiencies in magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D and other B vitamins can also contribute to foot pain and plantar fasciitis. Morales 7 and Scruff McGruff. Thank you guys for the Twitch subs. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's also unavailable. Okay. Maxwin commented, we already read that, sorry. Spreading misinformation about Annie's hiatus. 3 days after announcing her hiatus, she joins her friend's birthday stream. Within 3 days of her hiatus, Annie made a brief appearance on a friend's birthday stream. Maxwin soon after clipped the stream. Maxwin promptly clipped this appearance, framing it as a return and captioning it with commentary that minimized the nature of her stated break. This misinformation had also led some viewers to believe that Annie was back from hiatus, trivializing it. He has like a video titled Annie's Back. May 9, 2025, 3 days after announcing the start of her hiatus. Okay, so she showed up on her friend's stream 3 days after her hiatus. And the description is, Annie came back after 3 days. Well, she said, see you someday in her hiatus post. I guess that day was the 9th of May. Pushing his agenda of shipping Annie and Vettel. He also has a tendency to use clickbait suggesting a romantic connection between Annie and Vettel, even when there is no mention of them. Sneaky with the Yujaka Supa! Oh my god, thank you, Sneaky. Thank you so much. Sneaky Ninja. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the super chats and donos you guys have been sending. Okay, so this is some examples of the shipping. Annie might have seen Vettel's real face, but there's no mentions of Vettel in the clip. Wait, what? Oh, it's gone. God damn it. And then Annie beats up her husband in Elden Ring, Die Dogs, and there's a photo of Vettel. Thumbnail with Vettel's model and husband entitled to imply it's Vettel. Is this clip up? No. I would like a husband. Clickbaiting with Vettel, insinuating Annie wants Vettel as her husband. Yeah, so he nuked all of his shipping clips, so we're not going to be able to see. And they are dating. Annie and Vettel are secretly dating. Exposed. Okay. He's incredibly invasive. So he took this clip out of context when Neuro said Vettel and Annie is dating. Vettel says she's never lied. Vettel messaged from the same stream. She's never lied. I don't really get it. He took this clip out of context when Neuro said Vettel and Annie is dating. Okay. I guess we can't see the clip. When Vettel said it, it was when Neuro praised his game, Abandoned Archive. You can see the quote at 124 in the VOD.
Will Abandoned Archive win Game of the Year this year?
Holy, that game sounds incredible. I think it definitely could win. In all seriousness, I'd say it has good chance if it hits even half of the potential it's showing. Would I ask Evil for help in robbing the cookie bank? Of course I would. Though it's funny you say that because usually the one robbing the cookie bank would be Evil. Maybe I need to talk to her.
Oh.
Hey Evil. Chad is asking about robbing cookie banks and I just want to know how you'd do it, hypothetically.
Dude, Nurusama is so cute. How Maxwin became Annie's Twitch mod? In one of Annie's alt streams, Maxwin presented himself as one of her moderators. In this clip, Annie is trying to tell her viewers that Maxwin is not a mod with a serious tone. Despite being corrected, he continued with the act. It's gone, okay. On his latest video, remember, you have a right to ask for the marriage stream, and you should remind both Annie and Vital of their marriage stream promise. That right was paid for with 40,000 Twitch subs, so don't be afraid to hold both and Annie Vital. So don't be afraid to hold both Annie and Vital to their promise. If you don't know about Annie's 40k subathon sub goal, here's a playlist to help you catch up on the topic. He has encouraged people to ask Annie of her subathon goal, despite Annie being away on hiatus away from content creation. Dude needs to chill out. He clipped Camilla talking about her abusive ex. The clip was made on Max Wayne's alt channel. In the thumbnail, he used a silhouette of Vidal, suggesting that they were dating and was the abusive boyfriend in the video. He changed the thumbnail when Camilla called him out. In this clip, Camilla sounds frustrated about the situation and complains how it promotes an odd narrative. She also clarifies that her ex-boyfriend was not Vidal. 305 in the VOD.
First of all.
Oh, that's recent, if it's that model.
The fact that there's already a clip of what I spoke about earlier. And second of all, why...
I love her new model.
Why are you putting that guy in it? Like, I don't understand, you people. I really do not. Also, that's like, I feel bad. That's gonna put like a really odd narrative. I don't want that. I don't want people to see that and think something's wrong with him. That one's in bad taste. It kind of is a little bit. I don't mind you putting.
No,
the
that's
clip of
his
me
channel.
talking about it.
Well, the clip we're watching is on Camilla's VODs, but she looked at a clip. Holy Allegraza! Yo, what the fuck? Allegraza just offered 50 subs to the community? Is this 50 Twitch subs? Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you. Whew. Thank you guys. Thank you, Allegraza. I really appreciate it. Good chat, as usual. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking care of me, guys. I love you all. I hope you guys enjoy the gifts and put them to good use and enjoy the emotes that we have.
But that one's a little... I don't want Vettel to, like, people to see him or think that it's him because he's in the thumbnail. That's odd. SMH. New Hope Corps? Let me see. Ba-da-da-dam-bum. Hope Core, Vettel Camila.
Thank you, Allegraza.
I can't find it. What? I see
The
the
Google-
first one from 5 months ago.
The Google Doc is available on my Discord server.
It's probably from the same channel. Let me see. Ah, this one. I think I did. Here, let's see. Let me see. Ba-da-da-dum-dum. Are you? Ah, what do you want from me? You did. Ah, you bitch!
Can't believe I'm used to fan. I used to be fan of this Maxwell dude until now. Never know he that much of a parasocial person anyway. Get some help, bro. I did like mass clips as a
Denied.
joke. Yeah, I think it's
Denied. I'm not doing it. I don't feel like it. Stupid. I'm not doing it. Shut up. I don't
her
care.
new model
Let's
really
go.
looks like Gigi's.
Ooh. Okay, look.
Okay, so although he has changed the thumbnail, he did end up changing the thumbnail to not have Vidal in it. He still shows the lack of awareness in the first place that this is a sensitive topic and should not have been used as clickbait. This is also an example of many of Max Wayne misleading information because he implied that Vidal 987 was the ex-boyfriend in the video. I was willing to give Max a lot of leeway, but the longer I watch, the more unhinged he appears. This is beyond mere autism. Now he may actually have some kind of schizophrenia. I'm not aware enough to make these kind of judgments. At first, I also thought he just didn't understand context cues at all. Or I was like, maybe he's ESL and he just doesn't get what you're, supposed to do and what not to do. But especially to me, the most messed up stuff is the rumors he started about her hiatus reason. His commentary on her diet was especially frustrating to read. Then saying she's back 3 days later. Okay, maybe you could say this one was a clickbait thing, but then also, just putting the Vidal as the abusive ex-boyfriend is like, oh god, dude, come on. Come on. Yeah, the video of food just to make her eat, it's like, yo, you're way out of line. You're way out of line. He confirmed in a recent community post that he's on the spectrum. Yeah, he did. He did. He definitely doesn't know about boundaries. That's for sure. So TLDR, disrespectfully speculating the cause of Annie's hiatus. Undermining Annie's hiatus by suggesting that it was a short break. Undermine Annie for views. Create false narratives for clickbait by taking it out of context, quote. I think there was more in that thread. Speculating again. This is 10 hours ago, posted on May 24th. Where's Annie? Annie is on break, traveling to see her family in Europe, and then she's going to the US to see Camilla. I assume she'll be back next month. I think this guy's just crazy, guys. Like, he's just assuming a bunch of things. Lying about Annie greenlight the shipping. We saw that. This is what started our conversation, why Annie confronted him in her Discord. I asked Annie a couple of times to let me know if anything I was doing regarding shipping content was an issue for her. There was no issue. Like, he's saying there was no issue, total green light. This goes further than a misunderstanding, no? And this is a screenshot of Annie saying, I did not green light shit, stop spreading lies. So we've seen this before. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. I got scared. Oh, this is the entire convo. Okay. We saw this. Deleted tweets. Annie did delete her Twitter. Is it back, by the way? I forgot about that. She did delete her Twitter. No, it's back. It's back. Yeah, she's back. Okay. That's good, at least. Damn. Some people are using this to target all clippers. It's happened before with some clippers that have been kind of shunned by the community or rejected by the community. It's a better way to put it. Wasn't that guy's name like Cammy or something? But I think there's a lot of good clippers. Okay, so I think we went through everything here. Yeah, Cammy clips. Yes, yes. That's what it is. Okay. Let's react. Let's do a palette cleanser and just look at a few cute VTuber clips real quick. No, Cooksy's still uploading. This is Saba Saba. Saba. Her voice. I can't wait for model. Oh, Cooksy last upload 7 months ago? No way. Ranning, thank you for the cute squad membership. Appreciate it. The debut's gonna be huge, guys. Saba! Cute! Okay, phase girls bonding the phase way.
Goodness gracious.
What's the time you disagreed with the decision that was made at work?
That's crazy. Hi, Cleo.
You'll notice our
What? Middle school.
Woman?
I love her big naturals.
Yay!
I love her big
For
naturals.
liking women, let's go! Yay!
Any questions for us?
Whoa.
Fellas, you drive.
Fellas, you drive.
Need to eat people to cook. Is this true? Mari_Ian.
Is that true?
Can you confirm?
No.
So you don't
So you
subscribe
don't?
to cannibalism?
No.
Not live on
she
stream, I don't.
She subscribes to.
Oh, so off stream
She
is like
subscribes to
secretly
all of
off
us.
stream.
Morning.
I too love her big naturals.
Consumers. What do college
Okay,
students
let's see.
like these days?
Oh.
Devices.
Yay! Meeting my Yoshi! Yeah! Jerking off!
Why did you skip shooting guns?
I mean, I feel like as a non-American, I'm not really in a place to say that.
This round is
No,
only a
I got the green
Shaking
card.
my head.
Cranking my heart.
Oh my god.
I relate with that one.
Pussy.
And Mary's great. Mary.
Alright.
Mary _EN.
I don't know.
Something just took over you.
I put on my green goblin mask.
Is this a Jackbox, by the way?
The demons forced you to do it.
It was calling to me.
Oh wow. So true.
The bad pronunciation? Did it sound like I was saying Mary? No. What do you guys mean? This is the way you're supposed to say it, Mary. What do you mean the bad pronunciation? Mary. Mari. I'm supposed to say Mari. Mari _EN.
Her stank puss.
Oh!
Girl.
Her stank. Oh my goodness. Oh. So
Girl,
just
drink
like
some
unrelated.
No.
Who's your Oshi Mary Mari _EN?
Yeah, who's your Oshi?
Oh.
I wasn't trolling. Always _EN.
Oh. Is this a proposal?
Oh. Exposed.
That's crazy.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, never forget the _EN. That part's
I can't
important.
believe you're actually answering the question like properly.
Yes, I thought that's what I tried to do too.
My bad.
What? I love every art of my Oshi getting absolutely demolished by other men. Ha ha ha. Yes, please let me watch.
Okay.
I see.
Alright.
Hi,
Oh, it
Rim
just
Rim.
cycled over.
Max Win here.
It just
Did you
cycled
say
over.
Mary?
Alright. Well then.
Okay.
That was a game. That sure was a fucking
Game of all time.
That was a game of all time.
Mary,
I
open
feel-
your eyes.
We're still friends, right?
We really bonded.
Yeah,
I think he hates us.
Yeah.
The only one I hate is myself.
Writing all that shit.
I haven't even met most of you guys to begin with, so
This was a
I'm so
great
sorry.
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I suppose.
I'm so sorry. Nothing game. Do
Dude, the
I
frame
correct-
drops.
Nothing gained.
It's
over. It's over for me.
It's over.
The only thing I learned about you guys is you love to fucking jerk off.
that was not me. I mean,
Isn't your whole
Yeah,
thing
it was
crank
not
your
you
hog?
either. It was
not.
Nobody knows what cranking hog means anymore.
It's
a
not
lost
jerking
art
it.
form.
Is it about
It's like the thing. Yes, it is about motorcycles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
What?
I knew it. Oh. See,
Yeah,
I
I did
told you
not know that.
hog is a motorcycle.
I learned today. I learned. Today I
I'm
learned.
sorry. I was unfamiliar with your non-gooner game.
Oh my god, Amy!
Well, now you're
I
in Goon
understand
Connect.
now.
You gotta adapt to
I've
the
never
rest of
gooned a
us.
day in my life.
That's cap.
But you just
That's straight
look
cap.
at the screen.
Rima ESL Moments compilation is like the bloopers of every single one of my videos.
Yeah.
Look at the screen. Who wrote that?
Who's number one?
Well, it says
got
that
the job?
Amy wrote it. I don't know. Yeah, that was Amy.
She's right.
Everything is Amy's fault.
It's all
I'm
Amy's
staring at my
fault.
hands like
Vtuber not gooning?
I
Cap?
just want to take a moment to remind everybody that women can't be perverts.
Oh yeah.
No matter
True
what
and
we do,
real.
It's not perverted when we do it.
Oh yeah. Give
Only
give me
perverted when you
5
guys do it,
minutes.
because you guys are taking
Yeah.
us into degenerate
5
pervert.
minutes.
Yeah.
Be shot.
For free? Sorry.
What?
What?
Slowpoke Y bonus plop 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 sex. Oh, no, sorry. SFX, my bad. Woman can be perverts though, so it's cool. This is another clip submitted by my Discord. Mume's last message for all of us in Hololive. Oh, are you gonna make us cry?
I'm so bad with the words, and I'm just always really bad with. I don't know. Let's bring this back. I'm always bad with I don't know, people telling me stuff that I think is kind of hard for me to believe sometimes. Maybe my inability to convey how I feel
Moom!
and my struggle to get the words out and think of the words.
Woman can be perverts. Mandatory pushback on Rima's opinions.
And say them. I hope I can show you how I feel, kind of to an extent. I've said it before, I'm pretty sure. I've never expected the amount of support that I have received. I still just really am sometimes confused. Especially with stuff I never felt like I was really good at, or I don't know, I didn't feel anything I did was really special in any way, and to be
That's
completely
crazy.
honest, I still don't really feel that way, but I will believe your words when you tell me, or you guys see it as special, or what I have done brings you joy, or you like what I did. That's why we keep telling you. I believe it more now than I probably ever have believed it. I have to be honest, I still struggle believing it fully, but I do think the more you guys told me, the more maybe I was able to. So thank you for being so nice. If I really did make people happy, or people really did like my stuff and what I brought here, that's, I think, the main thing I would have wanted out of all of this. I'm really sad to leave such a sweet, awesome, awesome sauce community. I am leaving feeling very, very, very loved by the other members and by all of you. Thank you all for keeping me company the last 3.5 years. Thank you for being an outlet for me to procrastinate and other things I needed to do besides streaming. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making me a space where I belong. Gigi, or not Gigi, sorry. Nisa said she was scared of maybe not belonging. I also had that fear. I mean, I kind of
Thought she was gonna say Gigi.
my entire life, and I'm so grateful for all the kindness I was shown and the space I was given to be Mume.
Aww.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nah, thank you, Mume, for everything you've done. Have you guys seen H and Mr. H new animation? It's about me. Celtic helped with the audio. Did you guys see this? I'll be here for you no matter what. Etc. I don't sound like this. I'll be here for you. Do I sound like this, chat? Etc. I like this one. Why is there a Tenga? What is this face reveal? Hello? Propaganda? Thank you for doing this, H and Mr. H. You guys are amazing. And thank you, Celtic, for putting this together. Thank you so much. It's literally your voice. Allegraz has been doing a soundboard of me, and he's got a lot of things that sound really sus out of context. Tenga collab? Maybe. Cheddar is your favorite cheese? I do like cheese a lot. I don't know if I have a favorite cheese, because I love all of them. When stream would take, I don't know, dude. That's gonna be in a while. It's gonna be in a while. We love your Cheddaras. I love that you like them. I'm glad. I'm happy you guys like them. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. And probably raid somebody. Or raid False. He's live. Sending you guys to Doki Bird stream. Take care, everybody. Behave. We're so close to 100k subscribers. Let's go. I'm gonna have another video ready already soon. This video that I just uploaded, I actually started working on it like a month ago, so I've already kind of moved on to something else. And I have 2 other videos that are almost finished. I've decided, instead of having just one editor edit everything, to have like just different ones working on different things, so they should come out faster. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the huge support. Lydia, I'm literally ending stream, but I'm sending you guys over to Falls. Thank you so much, Lydia. I'm sending you guys over to Doki. Thank you so much, Lydia, and happy birthday, girl. I saw it was your birthday. Thank you, Lydia. Huge shout out to Lydia. My girl. All right, take care.